viewer mail time.
We have your mail?
And we have viewer mail.
If you have a question, please send it to Doug@riskandrewardtv.org. I would be happy to answer your question. What do we have this week?
This is from John in Boston, and he writes, "The market is scaring the crap out of me."
Sorry, John.
What am I
Should be watching our show. You would be so scared. You would have been scared 2 weeks ago.
He says, "What am I supposed to do?"
Well, good question. So this is the question of the day. What do you do now? I've written it down to this point. I'm scared. So the general advice is stick to the plan.
Well, what if you don't have a plan?
Well, there's the problem, isn't it? That's exactly it. So the reason we push so hard to get a good financial plan in place is because it addresses things like market downturns. You know, if certain events we know are going to occur, and markets turning down 10% are clearly out there. We don't know exactly when. If we knew when, we'd all be sitting in a yacht because it'd be easy to choose. We don't know when, but we can certainly plan for things like this. We can plan for health emergencies, we can plan for death of spouses, we can plan for death of relatives, and so on. There's lots of things we know is eventually going to happen or could happen, so we need to plan for them. A good plan has contingencies in it for all of these things, and instead of worrying about it now, you should have been worrying about it then.
Now, how would this help if the market tanks?
Well, okay, so that's a good question. A good plan would have something called an investment policy statement. An investment policy statement addresses when to buy and when to sell, how much risk you're going to take, what you're going to do if the market goes down, which stocks you might sell, which bonds you might buy, or the other way around. It all depends on your own situation. You know, the reason this is so important is because it's easier to think ahead when you're calm and you've got a plan in front of you that says, if this happens, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, so not a rash decision.
That's right. You're calm. You're not emotional. You're not doing it on the fly. You don't have time pressure. You're not worried about things. It's much easier to make a decision when you're unemotional about the future than when you're already in the situation. That's why you create a plan.
And what's your takeaway?
So the takeaway is, in all situations, the best thing to do is stick to the plan. But this assumes your plan has addressed the situation and includes contingencies. If not, you need a new plan. That way, when the fit hits the shan, emotions won't drive your decisions. Objective analysis will.